So this is our little box trailer that we use when we're going from show to show, but it looks a bit odd because it is white, and everything else we've either got the wrap on it like that, or our other vehicles are black. So we're going to change this to black. Now we're not going to wrap it, we're going to paint it. It's got the odd little chip on it, so we've got to fix that first. And then it's, if you notice up here, it's obviously it's been hit by something at one time, so it's got a crack there. So we just got to fix them. I don't think it's actually going to take too long to do it. But yeah, so let's go and paint our little trailer ready for next year. Okay, so we're getting on with sanding down the trailer. We've done most of it. Now, we wanted to make it look really cool, and we've got a problem with it because it's actually made by this company, and we want to put some stripes on it, and the stripes are actually going to be right over all the letters, and it's going to make it really hard to do what we want to do. So I'm going to take these out. Now I'm just going to take it off with an angle grinder and a flap disc, and then go in there later and sand it over. But just got to hope it's thick enough that I can actually do it and it doesn't go through the fiberglass. If not, I've got to do a fiberglass repair on this when it's perfectly good anyway. But let's get in with cutting it up. Okay, so I've done the end, and you can see it hasn't gone through the fiberglass. Basically, all this is just gel coat, all this stuff, so we're going to be fine. So yeah, so I'm going to take the rest of them out now, and then put a little bit of filler in there, and then get this all nice and smooth. Okay, so it's all sanded down. It did put a couple of little holes in it, but we can fix these. Just refiberglass them. It's right on where there's a lip in the inside, so that's a nice, easy repair to do. So yeah, just put some fiberglass on it, filler it all up, and then when we primed it, you would never know it was there. So I've gone around and I've put a little bit of filler in where I needed to, because there's a couple of little chips in the front here, so let's clean that up. There was a little bit of damage there, a little bit of damage on the side, and just going back to the back of it, and that's it roughly filled in. So all you've just got to do now is sand it all back and then get ready for priming. Hello! So just moving around, so I've sanded the back, just going to sand the front now. Blend it all in. It does get a bit noisy. I can take the mask off now. Still a little bit dusty I am, but we're starting to mask up everything. So this is all the stuff that we don't want painted. So we're going to mask all that up now. The back, all the lights. Took all the rubber trims off, so just got to mask up the aluminium on there, and then we can get round to degreasing it. So on the back of the trailer where the writing was, I've put some etch primer, a different colour etch primer on this, because I've actually gone through the gel coat. You can if I catch it that, you can probably see, because that is bare fiberglass, and I don't want to go all the way through if I flap through the normal primer, if I start to see this, I know I'm nearly through it, so I would have to stop and then put more primer on. So that's why I've done that. The rest of it isn't too bad. So we can just go over, just give it another degrease now and another wipe, and then we can start painting. So there is the trailer. It is all in primer, all went on really, really nice. Quite happy it's come out. So just got to let it dry now, and then we can put some guide coat on it, and then we can wet sand it, because I want this thing to be gleaming. So we're going to paint it black. While that is drying, we've pulled the trailer out and just pulled it forward enough so we can get to all the tyres on the trailer. So Georgina is taking the wheel trims off because we want to check the tyre pressures on the truck. So we found out one of them is a little bit low on the back. Easiest way to find out how much pressure's in the tyre is if you just get your hand, if I put it on wide bit, and just go, you can hear it's got like a little bit of a ring to it. If you do that and it's got a dull thud, you know you've got a flat tyre. So when I was doing that, they sound the same. When we done the back one on that one, it sounded a little bit flat, and we put the pressure gauge on it, and it was down to 70 psi. They run at 110, so we're just going to take all the other ones off and check them as well while we're at it. So it's the next day, and we've already gone over this morning when I first came in. Before I put my suit on, I just got an aerosol out and put a guide coat. So we put a dust coat of black paint just over the trailer, so now when we sand it back, when all the black paint and all the speculoos has disappeared, we know the panel is flat. Now quite often you do this with wet and dry, but we're going to do it with just dry today, just so we can get I want to get this painted today, so we did it with wet and dry. And also I've got to do the door shuts as well, so I do that. So I sand it all back, spray the door shuts black, just with an aerosol, because it's only just a very small little bit. Dry that, and then we can put on the rest of the black. So let's get on with it. So here is an update on the trailer. So body is all been sanded now, so that is all been dry sanded with 500 grit sandpaper. But what I've done around the front of it, because this is the bit, because if you can imagine, if you're towing a car, this is the bit that's going to get hit the most. And also if you're going to be putting a spare wheel in it. So what I've done is I've stone guarded that, and also the very lower part of the trailer. Now normally with the stone guard you'd put it in a really big gun, a stone chip gun, which looks, if I got one there. But what I've done is I diluted it down and actually put it through a normal spray gun, so you don't get that really aggressive finish with it, because we want to paint this gloss black. So I thinned it down, put it on there, so it's still got protection on it, so if stone hits it, it would go through the black, but it wouldn't go through the black of the stone guard, because it's like rubberized. Otherwise you'd see loads of little pinholes with stone chips hitting it, and you'd end up seeing the white trailer underneath. So we stone guarded that, and also what we've done now is, while that's drying, I've blacked the inside of that now. So when I shut the tailgate now, and when we spray the rest of the tailgate and all of this, you won't see the white line on the inside. So we've done that already. It's just we've got to wait for this to dry. It takes about an hour for that to dry off, then we can demask everything else, panel wipe it again. So in an hour we can take the masking paper off, panel wipe the body again, get all the last little bits of dust on it, and then we're ready for the gloss black to go on, and then that will be it finished. I'm trying to get it an off the gun finish. I don't want to really polish this, so just going to take my time, put the paint on it really nice. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, we got quite a finish on it. I was quite happy how this has come out. So yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good? I think I'm going to have to put some lights on the side of it now, because it is so black. You might not be able to see it. It doesn't need the lights on the side, but I think I'm going to put it on. I even might stick on the back of it. I think it could do with a centre brake light. So that's the back, how the back looks now. So it's got the two lights at the bottom, but I think I might put another one up in the top. But I'm really, really happy how it's come out. That's going to be the end of the video for this week. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. But until then, bye.
Suck me in smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the black and eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what